Can we make new highs if tech doesn't resume its leadership role in anywhere close to the degree that it had?
As long as tech is a market perform, if tech actually declines, that's going to be hard for the rest of the S&P 500 to compensate. But what we've seen so far, including the days like Nvidia and Tesla recently, is that that tech is actually holding its own, but other stocks are starting to show catalysts and signs of life.
Yeah. What about the broadening trade? I mean, look, you look at the Russell, your big call, of course. Week to date's down more than 1%. Really hasn't done much at all. I kept hearing, hey, you got to wait till the Fed cuts. Then you go into the Russell. I don't know. What do you think? Well,
Russell had a big week last week. It's some profit taking now, but I think that there's, this is what bottoms look like. I don't think bottoms are straight up. I know in 2021, energy was bottoming, and it was also very choppy, but eventually made not only new highs, but then basically had a blistering gain in 2020, in the year following. So I think that's a multi-year start for the Russell. It feels choppy, but we're still near all-time highs, and there's a big fundamental case to own small caps.
And you're still not necessarily sticking with the 50% up for small caps, but you still think they could have a huge move because they tend to move quickly.
That's right. I think what investors have to remember is small caps have been out of favor a long time, and they are known for having explosive rallies that are not abnormal. So last year was a 27% rally over really 20 trading days. I think we could see something very big between now and year end. I was hoping it would be after the Fed started the easing cycle, but maybe it really has to happen after Election Day. But are the fundamentals getting stronger for small caps? Absolutely, because interest rates are falling, merger activity likely picks up, and the median PE of a Russell 2000 stock is 10 times, 10.7 times. I mean, that's not demanding, especially if we're trying to be sensitive to valuation.
In a world where technological alliances are as crucial as the tech itself, Alibaba Group Holdings has just joined hands with Nvidia Corp in an extraordinary partnership that's making waves. Yes, you heard it right. Alibaba and Nvidia are teaming up to revolutionize the autonomous driving landscape. This isn't just another tech partnership, it's a game changer. With Alibaba integrating its Qwen large language models with Nvidia's Drive AGX Orin platform, the future of autonomous vehicles seems almost here. But wait, there's more to this story, much more. Let's dive in. Welcome back, everyone, to Investocracy.
Nvidia adding to yesterday's gains. It's back above $3 trillion in market cap as we speak. There's the 2% move today. Meta's also higher, as we just told you, on the heels of its Connect conference. Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, all down today. Joining me now to help navigate the tech story with earnings just weeks away now, the Dean of Valuations, Aswath Damodaran, NYU's Stern School of Business. Good to see you again. Welcome back.
Hi, Scott. Glad to be back.
When you look at the multiples of the Mag 7, what do you see today?
I see the fact that these are the companies everybody wants to flock to. But in the last few months, we've had reminders with each of these companies about their weakest links. With NVIDIA, it was around the earnings announcement, which is you saw how high expectations have been set. And what looked like a good earnings report turned out to be a disappointment. With Apple, we've lived from upgrade to upgrade now, 16 upgrades. And I don't know why we're surprised. One upgrade measures up to expectation, the next one doesn't. With Google, we're still waiting for the next big business. They still make so much of their money from the search box. So much as these companies have been winners, they also have weak spots. And I think in the last few months, you see those weak spots sometimes highlighted, which explains why on any given day, 2 of them are up and 2 of them are down. It's the nature of the beast.
Alibaba's latest move is nothing short of revolutionary. By blending its Qwen large language models with NVIDIA's cutting-edge Drive AGX Orin platform, Alibaba looks set to redefine in-car AI capabilities, making autonomous driving smarter and safer. Imagine an intelligent voice assistant in your car that not only follows your commands but also offers bespoke recommendations. It's almost like having a co-pilot who never sleeps or gets lost. Now, some of you might be thinking, another day, another tech partnership. But hold your horses. This collaboration comes amid U.S. sanctions on advanced semiconductor chips. In such a tense geopolitical atmosphere, Alibaba's strategic maneuvering to secure a robust tech arsenal speaks volumes about its innovative spirit and resilience. Here's a fun fact for you. In the stock market, it's said that the road to financial freedom is always under construction. Well, Alibaba seems to have paved its way quite efficiently. Add to that the recent decision by the People's Bank of China to slash key interest rates, filling the banking system with liquidity. This has created the perfect storm of rising investor confidence, particularly ahead of the National Day holiday. It's almost like the universe is aligning for Alibaba. A quick dive into the numbers reveals even more promising data. Alibaba's stock is trading at around $95, a robust 5.45% increase at the time of publication on Tuesday. Year to date, the stock has surged by 20.51%, and it has posted a 3.29% increase over the past year. From a technical perspective, the charts tell a story of bullish momentum. The stock is currently above its 5, 20, and 50-day exponential moving averages, reinforcing a strongly bullish trend. The moving average convergence divergence sits at 1.98, another bullish indicator for Alibaba. However, it's not all smooth sailing. The relative strength index reads 69.13, which suggests that the stock is inching towards overbought territory. And while the Bollinger Bands also project a bullish outlook, it's wise to tread cautiously. In the dynamic world of stocks, being prepared for any eventuality is always a good strategy. But before we go any further, if you want to keep up with Nvidia's latest updates and keep up with the stock market's latest news, you can follow our Twitter account. We post multiple times daily about the biggest changes and catalysts in the market. So click the follow button if you don't want to miss the newest market updates.
But are you suggesting that, let's talk specifically Nvidia, Apple, Alphabet,
Yeah.
are you saying they're overvalued currently?
I think that, rather than overvalued or undervalued, let's talk about investing odds. If investing is a game of odds, with Nvidia, the odds are against you because of how high a price you're paying. With Apple, the odds might be even odds. With Alphabet and Meta, I think the odds are still with you because to the extent that these companies can pull off something outside their core businesses, you're going to get the bonus from that. So rather than think undervalued or overvalued, I think in terms of investing odds, and in terms of investing odds, I think the worst odds are with Nvidia. The best odds might be with the companies that are, at that moment at least, are the companies that are not in the favored group.
It's really interesting that you suggest the worst odds are with Nvidia, just given what we've heard even...
As an investor, as a trader, I reverse the whole thing because it's all about momentum. It's got nothing to do with fundamentals. It's got nothing to do with, what the business looks like. Nvidia is the perfect momentum play in either direction. If you're a trader, I can see why Nvidia is going to be where you're going. But as an investor, I think the worst odds are with Nvidia.
Well, but I want to address it as an investment to make because at 34 times it's cheaper than it has been for certain. Secondly, we've heard from Jensen Huang recently, within even the last couple of weeks about the great demand that the company continues to see. They have, by all accounts, what many would suggest to be not just a first mover advantage, but in fact a moat because of their installed base, much like we talk about Apple having. So how does that all factor in, though?
Let me concede all of those. It's an amazing company going after a big market that it's going to dominate because it has immense moats. But that would mean that you would need $1 trillion in revenues and 70% margins to be delivered 10 years from now. Reverse engineering from the $3 trillion market cap. So even if you took every word that Jensen Huang takes as the truth and you build it in, I still have a tough time getting to $3 trillion. This is a company that, if you look at the current numbers, has to have immense growth and maintain 70% operating margins to deliver what you paid already upfront as a price. That's what I mean about investing odds being, against you. You price this company to be the most amazing company of all time. Where's the upside left? If it's just amazing rather than the most amazing company, that's a disappointment. So I think this is something you're going to see the back and forth on in terms of expectations, but the expectations at some point have to get reset so the company can actually deliver on those numbers.
This partnership with Nvidia has substantial implications, especially in a tech-driven world where autonomous driving is the new frontier. The automotive industry is eagerly waiting to see what this collaboration will bring. The blend of Alibaba's expertise in AI and Nvidia's advanced driving platform is poised to create a seamless experience for smart vehicle owners. It's almost like the cars of tomorrow are being built today, piece by piece, through partnerships like these. With its robust cloud computing infrastructure, Alibaba can potentially offer a more integrated and holistic approach to smart driving. One can envisage a future where vehicle-to-infrastructure communication becomes seamless, enabling dynamic traffic management, optimized route planning, and even predictive maintenance of vehicles. This could drastically reduce road accidents and traffic congestion, improving urban mobility on a grand scale. Moreover, Alibaba's strong presence in the e-commerce domain can further amplify the benefits of this partnership. Picture this: autonomous delivery vehicles powered by Nvidia's Drive AGX Orin, guided by Alibaba's advanced AI, delivering packages with precision and efficiency. Not only does this streamline the logistics, but also significantly cuts down operational costs and delivery times, setting new benchmarks in the e-commerce landscape. But let's not stop there. Imagine a smart city ecosystem where Alibaba's AI integrates with municipal services to create a hyper-connected urban environment. Traffic lights that adapt in real time, emergency services that are dispatched automatically, and public transportation systems that adjust based on current demand. These are just a few possibilities. The ramifications of such a system extend well beyond convenience, touching on significant enhancements in safety, efficiency, and quality of life. This initiative also opens new avenues for collaborative innovation. Educational institutions and startups could leverage this technology to develop new applications, fostering a community of innovators geared towards solving real-world problems. Such a collaborative ecosystem would not only accelerate advancements in autonomous driving, but also contribute to a more sustainable and efficient urban future. But before going any further, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. These videos take a lot of effort and time to make, so if you enjoyed them, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. This goes a long way in helping us grow. That said, back to the video.
I mean, the semis, I think the stocks was up 1.3% roughly. You had a pretty good day for Nvidia. I believe you're getting Micron results fairly
after the close.
After the close. How do you read that, Mike, in terms of one day we care and the next day we kind of don't? I mean, again, for the part of the market that for much of the year was the driving force.
Sure. I mostly read it as, and this sounds really deterministic, but the market has kind of decided that we're comfortable with these levels. You don't have aggressive selling at S&P 57 and change just yet. And so on a given day, if the macro cooperates, you know, if we have to rely on the handful of semi-stocks that look like they're relatively oversold, you got this headline out of, you know, not even a headline, just a story that Jensen Huang maybe is going to slow his sale plan.
Yeah.
I mean, or stop it for now. I mean, that shouldn't really matter. It wasn't really a huge swing factor in terms of the value of the stock on offer for Nvidia. But nonetheless, it was a pretty good excuse for that to work. I think it's much more about, you know, on a given day, it's either banks and small caps working or it's the Magnificent Seven. Banks and small caps working really relies on soft landing and Fed cutting rates. The rest of it just relies on the mood about, you know, the long-term secular growth story.
So, what does this mean for you, the savvy investor? Simply put, this is a golden opportunity. Alibaba's strategic positioning through its partnership with Nvidia indicates a promising future. The stock's current standing and the technical indicators pointing to a bullish trend make it an exciting investment prospect. As it stands, Alibaba's journey into the realm of AI-enhanced driving is just beginning, and now might be the perfect time to hop on board. Looking ahead, forecasts suggest further growth for Alibaba's stock, fueled by its innovative advancements and the rising investor confidence aided by the People's Bank of China recent actions. With a current stock price hovering around $95 and a solid year-to-date increase, there's ample reason to be optimistic. In the ever-evolving stock market, staying informed and agile is key. What are your thoughts on Alibaba's latest strides? Do you see this partnership with Nvidia as a game-changer for the autonomous driving market? We're eager to hear your insightful opinions. Feel free to share your thoughts and join the conversation, because in the world of investment, knowledge shared is profit multiplied. And finally, if you would like to know what companies like Nvidia have been up to these past few days, go ahead and click on the next video on your screen. See you there.